Welcome back to the studios this very beautiful Friday morning, March 21st, 2025. Now, the month is running and is running to an end. Trust me when I tell you guys. I'm not going to ask you what you've achieved this year or this month. No, I'm just going to ask you, how are you? And of course, I want to say a big shout out to the Muslim faithfuls. It's been day 21. All right. You guys are doing so much. Big shout out to Kaul, big shout out to T Teddy 101, Ibrahim. These are the people that are close to me that I know are fasting. Oh baby, Bola Joko, Shinuda, you guys are doing, and of course, I enjoy the fact that you guys are actually stepping up this one. It's a good one. We'll get to the Christian faithful soon enough. Yes, welcome to the studios this morning. A man who's been doing music for a very long time, and just back from a hiatus, and he's here to say, "Hey, I'm back, I'm better, and I'm here to blow your minds." Help me welcome with all the joy and splendor in your heart, the man we call Zinny. How far, my brother?
I'm good, bro. Good
How you
morning.
doing?
I'm alright.
So, does it happen to you today?
No, not really.
Yeah.
I left home very early, so I got here on time.
All right, welcome to the studios, Galaxy Television
It's
and
nice to be
WhatsApp.
here.
We're happy to have you here.
Nice to
All
be
right,
here.
quickly, Ms. Olaleri Abayomi Emmanuel, who was born on July 29th, and he's popularly known by his stage name, Zinny. Ikorodu people, your own is here. So let's rap real good. He's a Nigerian singer, rapper, songwriter, born in Ikorodu, Lagos State. He graduated from FUTA, where he studied project management tech. He's one of Nigeria's rapidly expanding musical talents, and his first studio work was done in 2012, and he's been dropping various body of work since then. All right, you know him as Zinny or Omo Yayomi, born in Osun State. He does hip hop, Afro pop, street pop, Afrofusion, and he's without a label at the moment, so he's independent, just doing his thing and trying to put smiles on your faces. So welcome the man again, Zinny, to the studios. Yay! I'm particularly excited because I've known this man for a while, and I'm just saying that people like this who've been doing music for a while, you guys understand the music business, the tasking in the multitasking. You have to go here, you have to do this, you have to do that, and it's not been easy. But hey, it's something that for you to be able to excel at, you have to do the best that you can. Welcome again.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start asking you a couple of questions
All right.
just to know about Zinny. Like a lot of people, all your fans are tuned in now in Ikorodu, Canada, everybody, UK, they're like, yes, our man is in the studio. So I want you to tell us about your journey into the world of music. When did you know at this point that this is what you wanted to do? And music was absolutely it.
Well, I would say like most artists right now, they would say they started when they were very young. I started when I was very young because I come from a family where my dad was in the choir, my mom was a Muslim, but when she converted to Christianity, she also joined the choir in the church. So by force, everybody has to be in the choir, I and my siblings. So we're in the choir. I started very young. From there, I used to disturb in school while I was in school. Always singing, always disturbing the class. I have a group of friends that always drum. They are drumming, I'm singing. I started with singing, actually. So it was not until when I got to SS2, that was when I started doing rap as a genre. So I fell in love with rap music. I used to listen to Lil Wayne, 50 Cent, all this Snoop Dogg, all those American hip hop artists. And I used to listen to Nigerian music artists too at that point. So from there on, I started writing. I wrote my first rap when I was in SS2. So I wrote my first rap in SS2. Then, though at some point, back then, they didn't see music as something serious.
Yeah.
So my dad wasn't
In support.
in support of the music. If I wanted to play football, my dad would have been okay. He would give me 100. He was a footballer, so he was all about football or you go to school and study something. So he wasn't really into the music. But later, with time, it started easing up on me about the music. So when I gained admission into FUTA, I saw it as an opportunity, freedom. I was able to go to the studio. I did my first song while I was in FUTA, and I've been dropping songs since then. At some point, I would say my song was number two in school then. I had awards in school, so I felt like, okay, this is the path I want to follow. But you know how life is sometimes. It's hard. Music is not easy when you're doing it alone, except you have support from different people. But I was funding my music myself. I was going to the studio myself. I was trying to push myself, but music is expensive. I won't lie. So that's basically my journey into music.
All right, Zinny, you do Afro fusion, Afro beats, you do rap, hip hop, dancehall. How do you decide which vibe to go with when creating a song?
When I'm in the studio, I tend to I tell the producer, just play me something recent you've done. You understand? I listen. Whatever speaks to my mood is what I'll feel like, okay, you know what, let's create something like this. Let's do this, let's do that. And sometimes I might just be at home and I just get an idea and I'll be like, I just call my producer. I have this, I send him a voice note of what I want to do. Then it gives me a time to come to the studio. I get to the studio and we just create whatever I want to do. So that's how I basically just create my music.
All right, you've done so many songs from 2012 till date. If you had to pick one song out of your catalog of song or album or EP that defines you as an artist, which of the songs would you pick and why?
Well, I would say I'll pick my most recent work, but I've not actually dropped it online yet. But I'll pick my most recent work because, I left the music for a while. So that new song was something that I would say gave me the vibe like, okay, you can still go back to this thing. You're really good at it. Just go back to it and continue. Because you've left it for a while doesn't mean you can't do. So I would say my recent work because I really put my all into that music. And my story, I try to talk about my story, and that's basically the best song I think I've done. Aside from that, the other song I would say is Boogie Down.
Oh.
That I did that in 2014, and that song was what made most of the people that know me today know me, because it was when I was in school. That was the song everybody knew me with. Some people knew the song, but they didn't know the artist that sang the song. But I wouldn't pick that song. Why? Because there was a comparison between I and Faust. They said I was sounding like Faust. So I really didn't want to push that song because I didn't want them comparing me with somebody else. So, but that song and this my most recent songs are the songs I know. Yes, are my best for now.
It says you took time off music for a while.
Yeah.
All right. Why did you take time off music, and why did you, or when was it that you decided to come back fully?
The story is long, but I'll try to make it short. I stopped music for a while because at some point when I was in school, I actually wanted to leave school. My mom was the one that begged me. I was like, no, you can't leave school, please. So, and my mom is my G. So I was like, okay, let me just finish this school because of my mom. And you cannot, it's not easy doing music and mixing school and music together. It was affecting me in school.
Thing, yes.
Yeah, it was affecting me in school. So I had to put it on the side first. And during that period, I gave birth to my daughter. So, and at that point, I felt like, this music is not actually giving me money yet. So let me just look for money. So at least maybe when I'm stable, I can go back to it. Because of my daughter, I have to take care of her. There's nobody that is going to take care of my daughter for me. So I had to pick up my own responsibility. That was why I felt like, you know what, let me just chill a little bit and look for money and raise her. But now she'll be 9 in August. So the pressure is a little bit lower now. So yeah, that was why I left music for a while.
All right. In Nigeria, we do have the Afrobeat genre topping charts.
Yeah.
In your own words, if you could collaborate with any artist in Nigeria, especially in your music journey so far, if you could collaborate with any artist, Afrobeats legend, Afrofusion, whichever type of artist legend, how or who rather would you want to collaborate with and why?
Well, I have a couple of people I would like to collaborate with. A couple.
Let's hear this.
Let me.
It's not easy.
let me go first. I would like to collaborate with Olamide because I am a big fan of Olamide, and they're going to rest his soul. But I'm a big fan of Olamide. I love his style. You know, Bado is versatile.
Yeah,
he can rap, he can sing, he can. So I like that kind of vibe because that's something I can do. So I feel like if we're on a song together, it's gonna make sense. And I would also pick some of these new artists coming out. I love Fola. I love Fola. I love his style of music. I love Bad Boy OML. And my boy, I want to forget my boy Super Woozy. Shout out to Super Woozy. He sang Gratitude with Barry J. So yeah, those people and David. I'm a fan of David.
David Adeleke.
We always fight in my house because of David. We have some Whiskey FC and I'm PG, so we are always fighting because of David.
All right. What being in the game so that's a whole lot of time.
Yeah.
It's years have gone by, stuff has happened, a lot of water under the bridge.
Yeah.
You could give one piece of advice. What's your best piece of advice you would give to an upcoming artist in the industry, someone who's just starting up? In Yoruba they'll say Shashede. All right, you have someone like that. You've been there, you've seen the pros, the cons, you've gone through it all. So what's that big piece of advice you're going to give to this person and say, hey, walk through this part, and how are you going to go about it?
Well, let me use myself as an example, because I feel like if I didn't take a break, I'll probably not still be upcoming. Let's say upcoming, because you know, I'm not out there yet, but I've been doing it for a long time, but I'm not yet. So I would just tell them, not all advice is not all advice you should take. Always believe in yourself, believe in your craft, but always take criticism. Think about it. When someone tells you, oh, you're doing this thing wrong, when maybe 1, 2, 3, if just one person is saying it and the rest are praising you, then it means you're still doing good. Everybody can like you. Sure. Everybody can like your craft, but believe in yourself. And whenever they give you a criticism or correction, go back and think about it. You know, use your criticism, your praises, check and balance, and try to know what's in vogue. Don't be too redundant or hard. Like, oh no, this is what I want to do. Yes, you want them to see you, so you have to do something that would attract people. When you've gotten your fans, then you can give them your real self. That's the best thing I can actually think of right now, and always be humble.
Always be humble. Now, I've seen your catalog. You've won a couple of awards.
Yeah.
And we're still hoping that you win a whole lot more.
Yeah.
You have big dreams and goals and aspirations.
Yeah.
In there, at some point, you might want to be a record label executive.
Oh yeah.
I see that in you as well.
Yeah.
What plans are you making, or what plans have you put into motion to make sure that these dreams become a reality?
Really, even if you want to be a record label boss, what you need first is knowledge of the business and also money. So I'm still hustling. I'll say I'm still in that process of getting funds. So, but really, I would, even at some point, I thought like, okay, even if I'm not doing this music thing for myself, I would like to pick talents from the street. I grew up in Ikorodu. I'm an Ikorodu boy. Like most of the present artists now, most of them are from Ikorodu too. Like of Zlatan, even Shantizu at some point was in Ikorodu.
Yeah.
And a lot of them. So I see a lot of boys. Most people come to me. They be like, they speak Yoruba, I be like, mo rap. And I be like, okay, let me listen. I have some of their videos on my phone that I feel like, okay, some of them are really good. So I would really love to pick young talents, and I'm still doing the best I can right now. When I see somebody, if I need to talk to a studio, like, please just reduce the payment, or don't worry, let him record, out, balance up. So I still have now when I can. It's not all the time, but when I can. So, but in future, I would really like to own my own record label and bring upcoming artists.
All right, quickly before we go on this break, banned substances in music. A lot of people believe that they have to, or before they come on stage or before they enter the studio and do good music. And sometimes this turns out to be the darnest things. We've lost souls, we've lost very good artists in Nigeria because of this terrible thing. Now, do you believe in your own words that it is okay, that it is right for you to take one or two before coming on stage and do music? That it helps to enhance the ginger. It gives the ginger to be able to do it. Is that true?
Myself, I don't take anything when I want to perform, because I feel like it will distract me. When I drink, when it gets to a level, my tongue is always tired somehow. I won't be able to talk well. So imagine I now drink before I go on stage. How would I perform? There's no way for me to perform. I won't be able to rap. So I don't take anything when I want to perform. I just feel like people that take this stuff are those that can't face crowd, or they have phobia for crowds. Because I don't see personally, I don't take anything when I want to perform. I don't smoke. You know me personally. My ginger is 100. When I'm sober, even when I'm on alcohol, I don't drink too much, but when my level of ginger is at all points. So I don't believe you need, and most of these young guys, I see them in my hood. Even those that are not artists. You see, the drug issue is now a pandemic.
It's terrible.
Like, and now you see girls are even smoking more than boys now.
Taking the banned sources more than the guys.
They are smoking more than guys.
There's a 16-year-old I saw what she took. She took this thing they call kada.
Yeah.
And then normally it is something that will hold on to some of these guys. They will pause for 15, 20 minutes. But she took it and she was all right. I said, this one don't go.
you know the worst one. You see that there's one tiny, very tiny one.
Yes.
They call Kolos.
Yes.
There's a very young girl somewhere around the Kurubu. Someone I knew when she was growing up. I heard she's already smoking that. And you would always see it on them because you can't look fresh. Most of them don't even have money for upkeep. They just smoke. They don't eat. Sometimes they come to me, I'll be like, if I give you money now, you go and smoke. I don't give people money to go and smoke.
Yeah.
If you know you want to eat, you want to do something, I can give you money, but for smoke, I can't give you money to smoke. And it's a pandemic. Really, I try to advise those that can advise. There's this boy that sews for me. He's a boy I really like. At some point, he started smoking, and he lost so many things. His customers, he sold his machines. I don't know. God will help us.
It's shameful.
Yeah.
All right, in the game of entertainment, music as it is or as it were, a whole lot of you have refused to take constructive criticisms from people who know stuff that are more than you. As an artist, you feel like you know more than everybody else, and he always has a way of putting you in a whole lot of trouble. That's something you guys do not understand. Now, if you see someone who knows music, you might be the best artist with the best voice, but if you do not follow these paths through and through, you will lose your way and your focus. Humility, Zinny says, plays a big part in making you the kind of artist you hope to become. We'll go on this quick break. We'll still have Zinny in the studio, and of course, Orali is always here for you. That's AURALW. They call me the sugar daddy of Lagos. I'm right here with Zinny, and we're doing so much to put smiles on your faces. Also, I'm sorry, Susan couldn't be here. We have a new set and all that, and she's not feeling up for it yet. She's not feeling so good, but very soon, hopefully by tomorrow she'll be here. The weather has been terrible, malaria, typhoid, and all that, but we trust God for healing for everyone out there who's feeling sick. You guys will definitely get back to form. Let's go on this quick break to watch and listen to just a little bit of performance by Zinny, and then we'll be right back. To WhatsApp on Galaxy Television, it's often said that if you want to go fast, you go alone, but if you want to go far, you go with everyone. And everyone is who we intend to go with on this very incredible journey. We'll still have a superstar in the building, Zinny, all the way from IKD, doing great and big things. I'm sure you enjoyed that music video. It was a freestyle, and that was Zinny performing, and you saw lots of love being shown to him. I also want to reiterate and tell you that Galaxy Television and WhatsApp were also on the go. Head on to your iOS store or Google Play Store and download the Galaxy Television mobile app. From there, you can watch us from the comfort of your houses, your offices, shrines, shops, mosques, churches, anyone. We got you guys on the go with any gadget that has internet connected to it. Also, Star Times 110 decoder for those of you who have Star Times. For antennas, it is UHF free to a UHF terrestrial 27. So head on there. We're also streaming live on Facebook. Just head on to the search space and put Galaxy Television, and voila, you will see WhatsApp is live. If you do not have electricity in your home, this is the way to go. Also on YouTube at galaxytv.entertainment or galaxytv.news. This is the way to go as well. So on Box News, we have on Box TV rather, we have Galaxy Television, and then you can watch us live as the program progresses. Now, back to you, Zinny. As an artist, especially in a country like Nigeria, it's obvious that you've faced a couple of challenges.
Yeah.
Some of them have helped to shape you into the very beautiful artist that you are right now. Can you talk to some of us listening and watching you right now about some of the challenges you faced as an artist and how you're able to come through these challenges unscathed?
Well, one of the major issues you would face as an upcoming artist is getting people to listen to you, to listen to your craft, to want to hear your craft. You know, and these days it's more about money. No one wants to listen to you if you don't spend.
True.
You have to do promos, you have to do ads, you have to do, and you know, I don't want to tag it to something, but you know, some of these upcoming boys, they have money to spend. Not like, you know, there are some that are really trying to just get out of the wood and try, but there are some that they have this money to spend. If they call a certain amount, they're ready to spend it. But for someone that is not up to that level and he wants to break out, they wouldn't want to compromise the price. Even those on radio, on TV, they don't want to compromise the price. They don't want to even listen to how good your song is. Even artists that are blown, when you tend to meet them and they be like, okay, you know what, just give it to mine. I would listen. That's the end. So that's majorly the problem. But thank God for social media. You know, most artists now, they just post their stuffs online and hope that somebody would find them. So that's majorly the issue: money and audience. So that's my mission. But I tend to not let that bring me down. I still try my best. I still want to work. I still want to, I still reach out to artists from time to time. I used to know some of the present reigning artists now. I used to know them way back, like Ashake, Rebecca, Barry J. I used to know them. So, but when they are up there, they change all contacts. You can't. You have to go through their manager or so. But we still hope for the best.
All right. For you, Zinny, in terms of music, what do you see yourself coming back from where you've been for a while? Where do you see yourself in the next at least 2 years?
I see myself on that grand stage, going to award shows, performing at big events, performing side by side with those that I look up to, those that I've always dreamed of working with. I just see myself, I believe I would be on that stage because now that I'm back, I'm coming with that ginger that I must not fail. I left it before, but it was for a reason. But now that I'm coming back, I must not fail. That's my ginger right now. So I see myself in the next 2 years performing in stages that were a dream to me before. That's where I see myself.
All right. So what are your fans, your Zinny fans, what are they expecting from you now? What are they looking forward to? Do you have an EP coming through? Do you have an album? Do you have songs? What are we looking forward to? We your fans. Yeah.
Well, I'll be dropping a couple of singles first. Maybe like 2. Then my EP, I'll be working on an EP. I already made plans for that. But I have songs that I'm about to drop. Maybe let's say in a month or 2, I'll drop some songs. So they would know that I'm back and better than I left.
All right. Now describe your perfect day in Lagos, especially when you're not working. How do you chill? How do you let stress out? How do you relax yourself?
Well, I used to be an extrovert. I used to go out a lot, but now I'm an introvert. When you get to some certain age and responsibility, going around as much you would, because you're from Monday to you're outside. So most times when I'm not working or I'm just at home, I love music. Even my neighbors, they know. I go everywhere with my speaker. My JBL is in the car. So anywhere I'm going, I just listen to music. I'm a movie person too. But these days, it's hard to watch movies when you stress yourself. If I just put it on, I'm gone.
Dozed off.
So I just love to relax at home. But sometimes, maybe when my friends want to hang out, I just hang out, but I'm back in my house.
Nice. As it is, doing music in Nigeria can be really, really, really cumbersome, and it has a funny tale or connotation to it. Give words of. Before then, I want to ask you what interesting thing about you do your fans not know? There must be something about you, like Zinny is this something. What's that funny but interesting thing about you that your fans don't know?
Well, I would say some know, some. I'm a funny person, so they shouldn't be surprised if they see me doing skits. I might be doing funny skits, so it's still part of promo too.
Yes.
So they might just see me in a skit. They might see me in a funny movie, a short movie, a skit. I love to act, but I'm not really giving it. But when I'm in a gathering with my people and I talk, they always laugh. They be like, "Why are you not acting?" I have a friend that was acting. I was like, "Guy, can't they act now?" I was like, "Baba, maybe we even face the music first." But I think you see, Nas Boy, he went into skits first. Then from skits, he dived into music. So maybe they might see me in a skit or 2. So that they might see my funny part. Some say I'm too serious, maybe because of the way I look. So when they see me, they be like, "But I'm a very funny guy."
That's not. Could you tell us where and how we can download some of your very beautiful music?
Well, for now, you can download some of my songs on AudioMac. I'm trying to put all my songs on
Other
all other platforms. But what I'm planning to do is, yes, I'll drop my old tracks, but I want to drop my new tracks and put all of them on. But some of my tracks are on AudioMac. You can just go to AudioMac and search Zinny, YOMZINY. You see my songs and some of the featuring I've done. So
all right, let's follow you on your social media handles.
yeah, Instagram, Mac, but
Back especially.
Mac. But my Instagram, my old Instagram was disabled, but I have a new Instagram now. It's called Zinny Baby. That's YOMZINYBABY. That's for my Instagram. I have two what's it called? TikTok. I have official underscore Zinny, and I have Zinny Baby too. So that's and you can see me on Snapchat too. Zinny, YOMZINY.
All right, thank you so much, Zinny, for coming through.
Thank you.
We're definitely honored, and we're going to be looking out for you, making sure that we put all the ginger, making sure you don't sleep on this one.
No problem.
You're back, you're better, and we're hoping that you do justice to music, especially the kind of good music that we know you can drop any day, anytime. So shout out to you. Thank you for coming through.
Thank you.
God bless you so much. All right.
Thank you.
You've heard the man himself. Head on to AudioMac for now and download anything that concerns stream aggressively. Zinny. Also follow him on Instagram as Zinny Baby. Make sure you like, share, comment on anything he's got on there. And God definitely bless you. This